You know, I've heard from a lot of people that this is the hardest game, like, ever made. I don't know if it's the hardest, but, like, it's very challenging. Very infamous game on YouTube, really. So, you know, I wanted to get my hand at it and see what's going on. So without further ado, let's see if I can do this. Yeah, I don't know, guys. This is pretty hard.
Than starting over. If you deleted your homework
Yikes.
before it was due, as I have.
Oh, that's yeah, I get that. I get that.
You have to go back.
You see, personally, I've never deleted my homework, but
if you won some money at the casino,
I get
your
it.
winnings on red, but it came up black.
Oh Jesus.
If you got your best shirt dry cleaned before a wedding and then immediately dropped food on it. If you won an argument with a friend and then later discovered that they just returned to their original view.
Yeah.
Starting over is harder than starting up. If you're not ready for
he's kind of spitting right now, honestly.
Had a bad day, then what you're about to go
But yeah, this game is really hard right now. This this is really hard. Oh Jesus. Oh God. Okay.
All right. Thanks for coming with me on this trip. I'll understand if you have to take a break at any point. Just find a safe
Take a
place to
break?
stop.
I don't have time for that. Come on.
Don't worry.
Get real.
I'll
Get
save your
real,
progress
right? No.
Always. Even your mistakes.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
This game is a homage to a free game that came out in 2002 titled Sexy Hiking.
Oh God, is that even harder than
The
this?
author of
Because
that game is
I'm
Jasmine,
struggling so
a
much right
mysterious
now.
Czech designer who was known at the time as the father of B games.
Wow.
And B
Okay,
games
there we
are
go.
assemblages of found objects.
Designers
Designers slap them together very quickly and freely, and they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much of a following. They're built more for the joy of building them than as polished products.
You know, that's fun. I get that 100%.
In a certain way, Sexy Hiking is the perfect embodiment.
Making
of a
stuff
B
is
game.
fun, you know. Just
It's
is.
built almost entirely out of found and recycled parts, and it's one of the most unusual and unfriendly games of its time. In it, your task
Jesus.
is simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer.
Wow,
That act
that
of
is
climbing,
literally this
in the digital
game.
world or in real life, has certain essential properties that give the game its flavor. No amount of forward progress is guaranteed. Cliffs are too sheer or too slippery.
I'm using like
player is
100% of my power
constantly,
right now, guys. I don't know if I can
in danger
beat
of
this.
falling and losing everything.
It's gonna take me like 2 hours to beat this at least.
Anyway,
I think the average amount of time to beat this game is like 8 hours, and I don't know, guys.
Blocks the way to the entire rest of the game. It might take you an hour to get over that tree, and a lot of people never got past it. You prod and you poke at it, exploring the limits of your reach.
Oh, that literally
and
is
your
like the beginning of this game. It
trying
took
to
me
find a
like an
way
hour
up
to
and
get over the
over.
tree.
And there's a sense of truth in that lack of compromise. Most obstacles in video game worlds are fake. You can be completely
And my mouse has
confident in your ability
disconnected.
to get through them
Uh,
once you have the correct method
I love
or the
Bluetooth
correct
mice, hold
equipment, or
on.
just by spending enough time. In that sense, every pixelated obstacle.
This is
in
actually the
Sexy
hardest
Hiking
part of the game. Okay, there we go. The biggest obstacle for me is my
obstacles in Sexy Hiking
mouse.
are unyielding, and that makes the game uniquely frustrating.
No, this music's nice.
But I'm
I
not
really
sure
hope it's not
Jazro
copyrighted,
intended
because
to make
that'd
a
suck.
frustrating game.
Oh
The
Jesus.
frustration is just essential to
Okay.
the act of climbing, and it's authentic to the process of building a game about climbing. A funny thing happened to me as I was building this mountain. I'd have an idea for a new obstacle, and I'd build it, test it, and it would usually turn out to be unreasonably hard. But I
Yeah, this
couldn't
game
bring
is pretty
myself to
hard,
make
I
it
get that.
easier. It already
That's a
felt like
W,
my
that's
inability
actually
to get past
that's
the new
great.
obstacle was my fault as a player rather than as a builder. Imaginary mountains build themselves.
This game's
from our
hard but
efforts to
fair.
climb them.
You
It's
know.
our repeated attempts to reach the summit that turns those mountains into something real. When you're building a video game world, you're building with ideas. And that can be like working with quickset cement. You mold your ideas into a certain shape that can be played with. And in the process of playing with them,
Oh,
they
God.
begin to harden and set until they're immutable, like rock. And at that point, you can't change the world. Not without breaking it into pieces and starting fresh with new ideas.
Dude, how much of the game is left? I
For
mean,
years now, people
Oof.
have been predicting that games would soon be made out of prefabricated objects.
who
bought in a store
whoever
and
thought that?
assembled
What
into
what
a
are you
world.
talking about?
And for the most part, that
Oh
hasn't
God,
happened.
oh, that was an
Because the
accident.
objects
Oh
in the stores are
no.
trash.
Okay, wait.
I don't mean they look bad
Please.
or that they're badly made.
Please.
although a lot of
Okay,
them are.
thank you.
I mean they're trash in the way that food becomes trash as soon as you put it in the sink. Things are made to be consumed.
What, are you not like
and
watery
used in
food?
a certain context. And once the moment
You're
is gone,
weak.
they transform into garbage. In the context of technology, those moments pass by in seconds. Over time, we've poured more and more refuse into this vast digital landfill that we call
Well,
the internet.
guys,
It now vastly outnumbers and outweighs the things that are fresh
Oh, how'd that get there?